Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever heard the phrase "actions speak louder than words"? Does that ring a bell to you? Because let me tell you this. Kabam talks a big game when it comes to transparency, but we have seen them almost do like the Men in Black mind eraser thing with the community time and time again, where they intentionally ignore, hide, or in this case, in many cases, delete inquiries, holding them accountable for not what the community thinks they want, but for what Kabam literally said they're going to do. There's a difference between speculation and validation, right? When Kabam says, "That's all we have for you today, summoners, but moving forward, communication and feedback are going to be paramount." That means, simply put, that communication and feedback are paramount, right? That's not us twisting words as YouTubers. That's not trying to be greedy. That's simply saying, okay, if this is the new standard of communication and feedback, we need to hear more from you. And it seems like in this PR attempted post that that's what they want. And so, it encourages summoners in this post. So, sound off in the comments down below how you feel about everything we talked about today. Sound off. Give us your comments because we're Kabam. We love your comments. We would never silence your comments because we love the community. What do you like or dislike about rebalances to new champions? Oh, you really want to know? While we may not be able to take action on something right away, but want to take your thoughts into consideration as we make decisions moving forward. Now, it is safe to say that the rebalancing situation is one of the dumbest things Kabam has ever done. They have attempted to do this time and time again. The community every time, and credit to us, has resisted it. Because why the heck would you spend any money or any time grinding for a champion even if they turn out to be God tier or beyond God tier as you think they're going to be, if there's even a 1% chance that they get weakened eventually, they get nerfed? Why would you spend money on that car if they're going to lower the speedometer, if they're going to take out the leather seats, if they're going to make it to where you don't have such great circulation with the air conditioner? Why would you do that? So, we have several people who responded to this thread. One of them was my man Shavner, who hit me up about this post. Because what he said is probably what a lot of you are thinking, because we haven't heard any updates about this. And this post was from January. Okay, January 27th to be exact. 2 months away from my birthday, because clearly that's what's important. Alright, here's the post. It's been almost a month. Yeah, today's Friday, February 25th, at least the time of recording this. And January 27th is almost a month before. And there's been very little communication from Kabam on this 20-page post. A lot of questions have been ignored and probably a lot deleted, but no update. The team is discussing the myriad of suggestions, concerns, feedback from the community, and if the seemingly majority negative reception of this balance program / buff reductions cadence. Now notice, he's using words like cadence and myriad. Now maybe those are words that are higher levels than Kabam's used to processing. But regardless, he's not cussing at him. He's not getting angry. He's not throwing a fit. He's not being Mr. Negative. He's just simply voicing a reasonable opinion about the fact that they encouraged people for feedback. So you know what the community said? All right, actions speak louder than words. That's the theme of this video. So we are going to put all our feedback in it, and we're going to give you 20 pages of posts, which means there's a lot of posts that were critical of this process, that were critical of this problem. And rightfully so. Kabam said, bring it on. We want to hear from you. But that seems to just be talk. Unless you're in the CCP or unless you've got some kind of special connection with Kabam, and if you want to talk about some Kabam shady special connections that might be so special they were breaking certain terms of service from Apple and Google Play and even holding certain alliances and certain members to different standards, especially if Kabam developers happen to be in said alliances. Check out my Maladart Gaming interview where he made so many proclamations that made my jaw drop, and I was still trying to be a journalist and I was still trying to be skeptical, but he was saying, look, I trust every single thing I'm telling you. I have no reason to lie or exaggerate or just try to say something for clicks. This is what I really believe is the truth. I still have a hard time believing some of it just because it's so crazy, but mind-blowing was the term I used in that video, and it's the term I'm using in this video as well. Some kind of update from the game team would be awesome. Again, this is a reasonable post. This is a post that is trying to just hold Kabam's words and actions directly correlated. There are posts out there that aren't reasonable, right? That make threats or that are profane. Posts that don't enhance the conversation but detract from it. I get deleting those posts. But you know what happened to this post already? When Mr. Shavner came back to check on it? See ya! It was gone. Kabam deleted this reasonable post that was simply trying to hold their actions to their words. And so it is with great frustration that summoner reached out to me and said, Prof, we need to talk about this. And I said, you're right. I'm not saying that there aren't great people at Kabam who want this post to be true. I believe there really are. I trust Kabam Broccoli. And some of you might say he's too close to the source. He's gonna lie to you, or he's gonna exaggerate, or he's just gonna try to be a public relations for a company because maybe he wants to work there someday again. And he did say he wants to work there someday again, so that part's not a theory. But he's got friends there. He's worked so hard on champions. I was talking to, speaking of Maladar Gaming, about his favorite champion, and he talked about Apocalypse, and I said, well, Kabam Broccoli created Apocalypse. And he was like, yeah, that's right. I mean, you want to create somebody like Apocalypse so that you love the game forever, not so that you get ticked off about forum posts. But Kabam, you said sound off in the comments down below how you feel about everything we've talked about today. You said that. I didn't put words in your mouth. He didn't put words in your mouth. No one did this but you. Now people are sounding off. You're deleting the posts. You're trying to control the narrative. And it looks really bad. It looks really shady. And the community deserves better. And this post would make you think that you agree that the community deserves better because you said it is paramount. Your words, not mine. Paramount going forward with communication and feedback. Well, your communication is non-existent and you're silencing feedback. So what does that say about your actions? Guess what? Not really good things, because in the end, say it with me, actions speak louder than words.